Hola amigos, I'm the Spanish chef Omar Rally Boy from Tapas Revolution, and welcome to my series Family Meals on a Budget, where every recipe costs less than £1 per meal. And today I'm going to show you how to make a Spanish street food style roast chicken with potato wedges, a really traditional recipe that we in Spain would grab from the street food vendors on the rottisieres and bring it back home and enjoy it for lunch with the family. What's so special about this recipe is the mix of the spices, which are minimal, and the dried herbs that they use. But without further ado, let me show you what is needed. Black pepper powder, mixed herbs, dried oregano, fresh thyme, a lemon, table salt, a 1.5 kilograms chicken. This is an important detail because of the cooking time as well. I'll tell you a bit more about it later. Olive oil, potatoes, black pepper, garlic cloves, and flat leaf parsley. And today we're going to start by the end. We are going to be preparing a little marinade for the potatoes that we will drizzle over them very much at the end. So start by picking the leaves of half the amount that you have of fresh thyme. Grate your garlic, which you can finely chop, but since I have the grater for the lemon zest, I'm going to use it for the garlic as well, which is a really nice technique. And finally chop the flat leaf parsley. Cut your lemon in half, which we're going to use later on as well, and pour some extra virgin olive oil and give it a good mix and keep it for later. We will use it right at the end of the recipe, so keep it in the fridge so that it stays nice and fresh. Now let's go with the chicken. Season with a generous amount of table salt. Make sure you use table salt and not rock salt, as it doesn't stick to the skin very well. Season the inside of the cavity too, which we are going to fill with the remaining of the fresh thyme, the lemons, which are going to squeeze over the skin first, which will give it a bit of moist, and now literally sprinkle all the dried herbs over it. Pour some extra virgin olive oil and give it a good rub and a good massage so that all of the spices, herbs and flavors linger together on the skin. Keep the tips of the chicken wings on the back of the neck of the chicken. Insert into the cavity the bottom of a teacup so that we can make the chicken stand, so that all of the air of the convection oven dries out the skin and nothing is not crispy at the end. Now let's go with the garnish. Cut your potatoes in half and into 1 centimeter wedges. Doesn't matter how big or small your potatoes is, just follow that rule so they all cook evenly. Pour some extra virgin olive oil and half a cup of water. Give them a good mix, cover them with aluminium foil, and what we're going to achieve by doing this is that we are going to steam them for 1.5 hours at 180 degrees. Bring the chicken into the oven and bake it together. Take out the potatoes halfway the cooking process, season with a little bit of salt, give them a good stir, and we're going to bake them again, but without the aluminium, so they start roasting and taking some nice color. 15 minutes before the end of the cooking time, bring them back out, drizzle that marinade that we made at the beginning, give them a good toss so that all the herbs distribute, and finish it cooking for the last 15 minutes. Chicken benefits from long roasting times, but as a rule of thumb, if you cook it at 180 degrees, you should cook it for 1 hour for every kilogram of chicken that you have. This smell is bringing me to one of the many markets in the streets of many of the places in Spain that we used to go on holiday with my parents as a kid. And we would always grab one of these. Sometimes markets were on Thursdays, other times they were on Sundays, but we would never leave home without grabbing a roast chicken. Let me serve myself a plate so I can tell you what it tastes like. But I just think this recipe is really, apart from being extremely traditional, it's really simplistic because it's about mixing some herbs, spices, rubbing it all on the chicken and roasting it together with the potatoes that, as you saw, I didn't parboil them. They went straight into the oven, roast by themselves, as well as steam slightly at the beginning, and makes it a perfect soft texture. I think it's one of everyone's favorite dishes, roast chicken. A classic roast chicken dish, but with my own recipe, very Spanish in the way it's cooked and in the ingredients that we use. But the most important thing is that it's delicious, really quick and easy to make. It takes probably 10 minutes to prep, plus the roasting time, which is an hour and a half. But I hope you give it a try. I've eaten millions of these and it's my favorite way of eating it, if that convinces you. If you're looking for the costings or the recipe itself, as well as Spanish ingredients and many other recipes, please go to my website, thespanishchef.com, and look for many other of my videos on my YouTube channel, and please do subscribe. All the best, familia, stay safe, eat well, and see you in my next video. Adios. If you enjoyed the video, please like it, share it, and subscribe.